I built a stainless steel water bottle that instantly clicks open.
And literally today, it launches into the world for the first time ever. But if that doesn't go according to plan,
The water bottle will die. Which would mean I wasted my life savings and the past 1,000 days of my life trying to turn this idea into a reality.
and it all succeeds or fails right now. I'm totally freaking out. This video attempts to capture what it's been like leading up to this moment, and if I did enough to succeed or fail in my dream of launching my water bottle.
It's hard not to question yourself when you've poured 3 gallons of water onto your bedroom floor at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yet I was convinced it was a perfectly rational thing to be doing. I'd done everything right. I set up my light at the perfect angle to capture a crystal clear stream of water, and I even brought a towel in case things got messy, which it did, unfortunately. I was trying to take the perfect picture while pouring water into the top of my bottle for a pristine action shot of sorts, but it just wasn't quite perfect, and it needed to be. If it wasn't, people might not support the water bottle that I spent 4 years of my life building. But the perfect shot was just one picture away. This picture officially completes the first of 5 sections I'll need to fill out in order to complete my Kickstarter webpage and launch my water bottle into the world. This is something that Kickstarter warns takes about 1 to 2 months, but I'll need to finish in 2 days, or else Henry the Destroyer will devour my soul. And I mean, look, I didn't want to wait to the last second to do absolutely everything, but trust me, I had very, very, very good reasons for delaying. Like, I was a little bit sick, and it was over the Christmas holiday season. It just wasn't the right time, you know? But I didn't do absolutely nothing over these past few months. I even got my LLC paperwork back in the mail today, so, you know, we're getting stuff done. The first photo was more for coolness, which is up for interpretation, but these were for clarity, and clarity has to be perfect. So I've taken the official product photos for all of the colors. I've input all the descriptions and set the prices. I even scanned my official LLC documentation and put it into the website, meaning I've now completed 3 out of the 5 sections. And I mean, like, another reason why I've kind of been dilly-dallying and getting all this stuff done is the longer I waited to start this whole process, the more likely it'd be that someone would see one of my YouTube videos about the water bottle and would want to buy one when it comes out. I said I would launch the bottle when I reached 5,000 email subscribers. I had no clue if that was enough to be successful or not, but during my dilly-dallying a month and a half later, I gained another 300 people who might be interested. Meaning, the longer I waited, the more likely I'd have a successful product launch. I mean, look, you can't fail if you're still getting ready. But then entered Henry the Destroyer. He was one of the original 5,000 email subscribers. I added the Destroyer part. But basically, this guy asked me if I was still launching the water bottle, and I said yes, I was almost done preparing, but in reality, I hadn't even started getting ready yet. And he was far from the only one. The bottle even got the nickname the GTA 6 water bottle, because it was always getting delayed or never coming out. Objectively very funny. But was it true? I was making people wait. I couldn't go now because I didn't know if I had enough support to successfully launch the bottle. But by waiting, I knew people would just start to forget about the bottle or lose interest entirely. That larger number, I knew it was fake. But honestly, either way I looked, I just saw the same thing. And it was easier to just do nothing than face that possibility. But then Henry and the GTA 6 people reminded me of something I always say. I would rather risk getting injured than do nothing at all. And it was time I applied that to my entire life. But for you to really understand the full picture, I'm gonna have to share things that I've never shared before in this story section. Hi, my name's Matt, but most people know me as Zwigs. That nickname started in college when I first had the idea for my water bottle while in a swimming pool at 6 a.m. in the morning. I competed for the university's swim team. And despite being in a pool, I was always dying for a quick sip of water. But the regular steel water bottles that I was using were far too slow. The clock runs your life as a swimmer, and when you feel like you might pass out, the last thing you want to spend your very valuable seconds on is fiddling and twisting with the water bottle, which led to quite a few hydration incidents. Now, my teammates avoided this by using fast, squeezable sports bottles. But honestly, I'd rather drink the pool water than the warm, chemical-flavored water that comes out of plastic squeezable bottles. So, I made up my mind to create a water bottle that had the best of both worlds. a stainless steel insulated water bottle that could be instantly opened and closed. And after nearly 4 years of hard work, I've perfected that idea. And I've arranged it all on a nice, neat little timeline so people could get a general idea of the whole journey. But when I look at it, I can't help but notice what isn't on it. Like quitting my full-time sales job way too early. Or that time when I had to deliver a bunch of food to a party full of my old high school classmates. I can vividly remember wanting to buy the big bag of rice to maximize my rice per dollar value, but I had to put it back for the small bag because I was worried about paying rent that week. I have stories like that for years. I felt like I was stuck in traffic for the longest time, going absolutely nowhere. And then all of a sudden I'm flying down the highway at 90 miles per hour. There's videos going viral, the product's working just the way I want it to. And all of that momentum has brought me really quickly to this moment. And all of those memories were fine in the moment because it would all be worth it someday. Unless I fail, then it was all for nothing. But with the story section complete, I only had the video trailer left to do, which was by far the hardest section, and easily more important than all the others combined. But I had to get something else out of the way first.
I'm afraid! All right? You want to hear me say it? You want to break me down? All right, I'm afraid.
Get up.
The trailer. It was going to be the most difficult video I'd ever made. I was in my element now, but the really hard part starts at 5:30 in the morning. Bedroom cinematography has become something of a specialty of mine, and I had a plan. I want each feature to smoothly flow into the next feature. Like if I'm showing off the handle, I want it to smoothly cut into the locking mode. The locking mode is just for if you want to take the bottle and throw it into a bag and not have it pop open and spill absolutely everywhere. But then of course that'll directly tie into me opening up the backpack, revealing the removable dust cap for extra dirt protection. Or instead of showing off the dust cap, I could just have my head pop out of the backpack. That would really throw everybody off. Look, I don't know, I'm just having fun here, tossing out ideas. This did take me a really long time to figure out how to do. But this was the hard part. Shooting outside in the real world. You can't make an exact plan with perfect lighting, there's no do-overs, and I don't have any experience for the most important video of my life. And I was just gonna have to figure it out on the fly.
You don't believe me, I don't believe you too. You let me down, I let down you. If you need me, baby, that's just fine. Get off your back, get on mine. Think I'm part of the solution, but I'm part of the pollution. Wanna really make a difference, wanna start a revolution. But believe me, I'm gonna close that door. Cause why you less when you could get more?
And by posting the trailer, I was officially ready to launch my water bottle into the world. All that there was left to do was promote the launch. So I set out to find the most famous person in the city of Philadelphia to help me out. I thought he might like my water bottle because you could open it while you still have your boxing gloves on. But the statue told me to run up his famous steps instead.
When I was a swimmer, I was only ever proud of myself one time. Anytime I swam a race, I always thought I could have gone faster, could have done something better, whatever it was. Except for the last race I ever swam. Not because of the time or anything I did in the race, but it's because I made it to the end. I started swimming at 4 years old all the way to 22. Thousands of practices, millions of yards swam, literally. But I made it to the end. I feel the same way now. And no matter what happens when I launch the bottle, I can say I tried. I literally tried as hard as I could. And I can be proud of that. I can be proud of that.
See me sneering in my car. I'm driving to my star. I'm listening to the music with no fear. You can hear it too if you're sincere. 'Cause I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. Well, I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. 'Cause I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. Well, I'm a punk rocker, yes I am.
Well, welcome back, and I just want to say I truly appreciate all of you for being on this journey with me. And if you want to participate in the launch, you'll see links around here in the description or comments below. And I just want to close with one final thing. This has been one long process in just figuring it out. That's something all of you can do, and it's a journey worth going on. Signing off.